Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to dive deep into the design and simulation of a BLDC motor controller for an electric rickshaw built entirely in PSIM. Brushless DC motors or BLDCs are becoming the standard for electric mobility, especially in efficient vehicles like e-rickshaws. They offer high torque, low maintenance, better efficiency, and improved speed control compared to traditional brushed motors. These motors are usually controlled using Hall effect sensors, which detect the rotor position and feed that back to the controller. Based on this, we apply voltage to the correct motor windings at the right time using a three-phase inverter and PWM signals. So the controller we've designed includes a 48-volt system, Hall sensors, PWM output for speed generation, three-phase inverter, and a trapezoidal BLDC motor. This is a simplified but powerful simulation that mirrors what you'd eventually implement with an actual microcontroller like an STM32 or TI MSP430. So whether you're working on EV projects, preparing for an engineering competition, stick around because we are breaking down this controller and analyzing real-time motor waveforms. This here is a schematic built entirely on the PSIM simulation tool. As you can see, this PSIM schematic accurately reflects the structure of a practical BLDC drive. We have our power stage, gate control signals, and feedback systems all working together. This is the overall circuit. The entire system has been divided into various blocks using the help of sub-circuits. The first block here is the control block, where we're taking in the Hall sensor values and combining it with the PWM signal and giving it as inputs to the 6 of the IGBT gates of the inverter. PSIM lets us build and analyze each sub-circuit blocks easily to avoid messy circuits and helps in better understanding. Here in the control block, we find that gates are logically combining with the inputs of Hall and the PWM signal. We see here that the PWM is generated using a carrier wave, preferably 10K, which is given to an op-amp along with the varying DC volt. Generally, this DC volt is a throttle value from the vehicle ranging from 0 to 5 volt. Here we've seen that it's about 2.5 volt. This mimics how an MCU like an STM32 or MSP430 would control motor speed in hardware. Running this, we see that this is the PWM signal generated, which has a duty cycle of 50%. Further, let's go into the generator block of the circuit. We know that the controller is 48 volt rated, hence we're taking a constant DC supply of 48 volt, which is given to the IGBT block. Each of the signals from the previous sub-circuits coming out of the gates is given here. This is a 6-switch inverter made using IGBTs, where each leg drives one motor phase. The upper and the lower IGBTs of each leg are controlled using complementary PWM signals with the dead time to avoid shoot-through. Hence, now we have obtained the 3 sinusoidal waveforms. From the DC volt block, this can be further used for the 3-phase BLDC motor. We see all these labels across sub-circuits. These are showing the connection to the main circuits or the other sub-circuits, easier for the user to analyze. BLDC motors don't self-commutate. Instead, Hall sensors placed 120 degrees apart detect rotor position and then generate digital signals, be it Hall A, B, and C. These signals change as the rotor turns, and we use them to determine the correct switching sequence. Let's see how the Hall sensor values here are plotted as waveforms. We can see that there are 3 different values for the 3 sensors, hence helping in commutation. This is the PSIM built BLDC model. It takes in the 3-phase voltage and simulates back EMF generation, rotor speed, and mechanical load. The motor is trapezoidal back EMF type, which suits Hall-based 6-step commutation. The core of the system is a commutation block, a logic circuit or truth table that maps Hall input combinations to IGBT gate signals. For example, if Hall signals read 101, then the phase A is high, phase B is low, and phase C is floating. This is the overall circuit. Let me show you another circuit taken from the PSIM example files and then slightly modified. A PWM IC is used here instead of op-amps. A series of multipliers are used to combine the PWM and Hall signals instead of the logic gates. And here we see that you can see the exact mechanical load component is used, and you can also add a speed sensor if required. Now let us see the waveforms of these. We see here the proper sinusoidal 3 waveforms are generated, and apart from these we can see that a carrier wave has been generated or given into the PWM generator IC, and this is the waveform. Now let us add a voltmeter here to check the PWM generated here by the PWM generator IC, and by running this or simulating this we see that this is the perfect PWM E6 here. This is a PWM that has been generated. So this controller structure is widely used in e-rickshaws, e-bikes and other low-speed EVs, where cost-effective control with Hall sensors is preferred over other vehicles. So simulating it in PSIM helps test your logic and motor response before moving to a real microcontroller like MSP430, STM32 or even Arduino. I hope this breakdown helped you understand BLDC motor control better. Thank you for watching.